Hi, I'm Jonathan Pines from Rupert Neve Designs, and today I'm here with my friends at AMS at their amazing tone labs. We're going to look at the Master Bus Transformer. The Master Bus Transformer is a wonderful piece for getting vibe, character, and tonality out of your mixes or even in the recording process. I'm going to start with walking you through what the feature set is. There is clean gain available here to adjust how hard you're driving all the different sections in the product. Something that can be confusing to people initially is the fact that there are 3 high-pass filters in the unit. The first one is actually in the audio path, and what this allows you to do is get rid of mud or low-frequency information that's not needed in the path. But because it's in off-and-on stereo stuff and on finished product, it sweeps all the way down to 15 hertz. Why is that? Because, hey, everybody likes low end. Everybody wants to hear 20 hertz. In their mixes, but sometimes you don't want 10 hertz to go through and hit your subs too hard. Next up, we have a wonderful equalizer. The low frequency band goes from 30 hertz all the way up to 240 hertz, and the high frequency goes from 3 kilohertz all the way up to 24K, which is up where airband stuff happens. So you can open up the very top, or if you want to come down farther and look at what's going on more in the guitar range, which might be into, let's say, 3 to 5 kilohertz, that you can do with a high band. With a low band, all the way down to 30 hertz, which is just subs, bigness on the low end, or if you want to get into something that's closer to the low end of vocals or the low end of guitars, bring it up to 240 hertz. They're very musical. You can turn them all the way up and they're not going to get harsh or they're not going to get too loose. After that, we have a brand new thing, which is our new color comp. So yes, it's a stereo compressor, but it's really about tonality. It's actually an optical compressor, and it has threshold, release time, fully adjustable release time, choice of 2 thresholds, closer to 2/1 or 5/1, makeup gain. Of course, we have parallel compression built in, so that if you want to hit it really hard and just bring in a little bit of tonality under your mix, it's really easy to do with that. And there's another high-pass filter. What's the other high-pass filter here for? It's not in the audio chain, it's in the side chain of the compressor, so that you can make sure that if you have a lot of low frequencies in your mix, that's not triggering the compressor if you want to go after more mid frequencies or mid-range stuff or high frequency things. This is a really wonderful thing, and we love the tonality out of it. After that, we have a width control, and it's a width control with a difference. So you have the ability to spread things, but because for particularly dance, EDM music, and a lot of heavy rock, you don't want to move the bass and the kick drum out to the sides. You want it hitting hard in the center. There's a high-pass filter on it. So as you sweep this up, you can make sure it's just spreading the mid-range and higher frequencies. So what can you do? That means you can spread your guitars out or your keyboard tracks or anything out at the sides, but you're keeping the kick and the bass right in the center where it's hitting the hardest. So really handy feature there. The last up on this portion is the thing that customers have been asking us for practically 10 years, which is Super Silk. This is the first time that we've had both Silk Red and Silk Blue at the same time. What is Silk? Okay, it's not an equalizer and it's not just a distortion box. It's in fact actually harmonics. Silk Red is mid and high frequency harmonics. Silk Blue is low frequency harmonics. What's unique about this is it's still measuring flat from 10 hertz to 100K, but it feels like it has more low end, or it feels like it has more mid-range, comes forward, pops out of the track. Silk Red is more commonly associated with classic Rupert Neve modules, and Silk Blue is kind of a neat thing that we came up with. Rupert designed and said, hey, this is a really nice way to get not just the forwardness, but bigger low end, because everybody is often chasing bigness in the low end or hugeness, and that in a digital age is why people are going for, you know, lovely analog gooiness. So now we have a control for the amount of Silk Blue, a control for the amount of Silk Red, an overall driver control for it, and a Zener limiter after that. So this allows a lot more tonal control. After that, we actually have an output trim, because you can get so much gain through this that you could overload what's coming after it. So this is an ability to either trim up if you're doing a lot with the compressor and bringing level down, or trim down the entire thing to be able to make sure you're not killing your A to D converter. This is a wonderful piece. It's a thing you're really going to want to listen to. You can use it when you're tracking if you want to put it on things like Room or Drum Crush to spread things out, make things bigger. You can of course use it in a mastering situation. It's a great thing to mix through. It's a fun thing to enjoy really creative ideas. If you want to learn more about this product or other cool things that Rupert Neve Designs makes, please reach out to our friends at AmericanMusical.com.